Uh, Welcome once again. Just we will start with the leading diagonal. It is like a ending diagonal only. However, we will discuss this in while telling impulse wave. Now we will discuss today like what is the main difference between impulse wave and a corrective wave. Okay, we yesterday learned like what is the impulse, a little about a impulse and little about a correction we yesterday discussed. This is a impulse and this is a corrective wave. Impulse wave are seen in price action, that is the price is very important, or you need to see in terms of price. Corrective waves you need to see in terms of time, because impulse wave take a less time, they are sharp in a move. Okay, let's take a difference between this. The impulse wave, there are sharp moves and clear moves and less time taking compared to corrective waves, right? It's sharp, clear, visible, or you can say there is a mono wave like structure. Impulse waves are like a mono waves and less time taking, and you see in terms of price. And what about the corrective waves? Corrective wave are taking more time, they'll take more time, and the moves are not so clear, they might see like a poly wave. Moves are very not very clear. Okay, I'll just go through once again. Let's take it is a moving in one direction. Here it make a corrective, after that one impulse, one a correction, one more impulse, correction, and a correction. Okay, these are move are a impulse waves followed by a correction. It's a impulse followed by a correction, impulse, correction. Sorry, it's a impulse, it's a correction, and it's a impulse. And totally it's impulse, and this is a correction. Okay, from here to here, it's a impulse, and this is a correction. So now we will come to know. So what are the rules to say it? It is a corrective wave or it is a impulse. There are three rules. Okay, in Elliot wave, there are three rules. Those three rules, if it is applicable to any wave or any piece or anywhere, you can say that as impulse wave. Okay, anytime or anywhere in any chart, any time frame, it doesn't matter. But if these three rules are applicable, if these three rules are applicable, then it is called impulsive waves. Okay, that is rule number one. Yesterday I told you like what is the wave one, what is the wave two, and what is the wave three. Just I'll go through quickly. Like if this is a move, okay, from 0 to 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5. This is your wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5. This is we call as 5-wave structure. Okay, it is a 5-wave structure. It's a 5-wave structure. And corrective waves are 3-way structure. That is A, B, and C. Let's say this has A, this has B, and this has C. This is wave A, wave B, and wave C. It is called a corrective wave that is of 3-way structure. 3-wave structure. Okay, means one impulse wave followed by a correction. This total wave of impulse and correction will call one cycle. That is from 0, let's say 1, this is a 2. This completes a one cycle of Elliott wave, a smaller time frame. Let's say here it is making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and little ABC. So this is one wave. It's a one impulse followed by a correction. Okay. A impulse wave is a 5-wave structure and corrective wave is a 3-wave structure. What are those 3 rules to say that it is an impulse? Okay. First rule is that wave 2 cannot retrace more than 100% of wave 1. Okay. I'll just go to the PDF. There is a motive wave. It is also they call it as a motive wave or impulse wave. Impulse is a motive wave actually. So see, I'll just share one more PDF so that you will be getting the rules there. See. So this is the first rule. This is the first rule, like motive waves. In that, impulse is 5-3-5-3-5 structure. Okay. The first rule is that wave 2 can never exceed the start of wave 1. Okay. I'll just repeat once again. Wave 2 cannot or never exceeds the start of wave 1, and wave 3 can never be the shortest impulse wave, and wave 4 can never overlap wave 1 except within a diagonal triangle. What it means? Let me explain you. See, what is the rule number 1? Let's say this is, I'll just take a one wave. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the rule number 1? Is the wave 1. So this wave is a wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5. Wave 2 cannot exit or never exit more than, sorry, wave 2 never exceeds a starting of wave 1. What it means? That it can retrace up to 99%, it can go up to 99%, but not 100%. Got it? So wave 2 never exceeds the beginning of wave 1. So this is the beginning of wave 1. So it never retraces or never exceeds the beginning of the wave 1. So it is less than, always the less than the length of wave 1. So what is the rule? Rule number 1 is wave 2 cannot retrace more than 100% of wave 1, or you can say wave 2 cannot exceed more than wave 1, or you can say it never retrace more than 100%. It has to be less than 100%, that is say maximum to 99%. So wave 2 cannot retrace more than 100% of wave 1. So this is a rule number 1. I'll just write R1. It cannot retrace more than 100% of wave 1. So what is the rule number 2? They are saying that rule number 2, wave 3rd. So wave 3 cannot be the shortest wave. Cannot be the shortest wave. Okay. I will go through this rule once again. R2 is wave 3 cannot be the shortest wave. And what is the last rule? Last rule is that wave 4 cannot overlap on the area of wave 1. Means it cannot come to the area of area of that is 1, except in the diagonal. I will explain that. First of all, you just remember these three rules. This is very essential rules. One is wave 2 cannot retrace more than 100% of wave 1, and wave 3 cannot be the shortest wave, and wave 4 can't overlap on wave 1. Got it? So these are the three rules. So first we came to know, let's say this is a wave 1, it's a wave 2, it can retrace up to 99%, not 100%. Got it? If it retraces, then it's not a wave 1. You need to, let's say we are here, it's came down, we are thinking that it will go for third. The moment it crosses the 0 level or the bottom of wave 1, then it will be invalids, and again we need to recount. Okay, we need to recount the waves. So there is a second rule. They say that wave 3 cannot be the shortest. There is 3 waves here, that is wave 1, wave 3 and wave 5. Here we have one wave. This is a wave 1, this is a wave 2, this is a wave 3. This is like correction to wave 1, correction to wave 3 and correction to wave 5. In this 5-wave structure, what is the 5-wave structure? It is a 5-wave structure. That is 1 wave, 2 wave, 3, 4 and 5 waves, right? It's a 5-wave structure. In that, third cannot be the shortest. What it means at least, for example, let's say there is a two possibilities. One, let's say the wave 1 is very big. Okay, now it is wave 3. It compared to shorter than that of the wave 1. Okay, in this case the 5th wave will be lesser than the 3rd wave. Getting my point? There is a one possibility that wave 1 is more. Let's say wave 1 is bigger here, wave 2 is a second bigger, wave 3rd is third bigger. Then the rule is here, wave 3 cannot be the shortest. Here the 3 waves, that is wave 1, wave 2 and wave 3. In these 3 waves, that is wave 1, wave 3 and wave 5, the third should be the highest one. Okay, sorry, wave 3rd should not be smaller one. Okay, it never be the shortest wave. It never be the shortest wave. Okay, this is a one possibility that wave 1 is bigger, wave 3rd is less bigger. In this case, wave 5th will be lesser than the 3rd wave. This is a one possibility. The second possibility is, let's say I just write here, this is one bigger. Let's say this is a 3rd wave and this is a 5th wave. Okay, the second possibility is wave 3rd is bigger. Let's say 1 is smaller, 3rd is bigger and 5th is smaller than 3rd. So this is the second possibility. What is the third possibility? Third possibility is that, let's say wave 1 is smaller, wave 3 is bigger and wave 5 is bigger than 3rd wave. It can be okay. This is a one possibility that wave 1 is more, wave 3rd is less than 1 but more than wave 5. It can be a valid one. Second is wave 1 is shorter, 3 is bigger and 5 is shorter. Here the 3rd is bigger one. Last case, wave 1 is a shorter, 3rd is more than wave 1 and less than wave 5. That is also okay, because what is the rule here? It cannot be the shortest among 3 waves. That is wave 1, wave 3 and wave 5. It cannot be the shortest wave. Okay. So this is the rule number 2. That is wave 3 cannot be the shortest wave among the 3 waves. Among 3 means what all the waves? Wave 1, wave 3 and wave 5. So it cannot be the shortest wave. Okay. It might be lesser than 1. In this case, it is lesser than 1, but it should not be lesser than this. So that is the reason the 5th wave will be the shortest. Here the third is the biggest one. Here the fifth is the biggest, but compared to three waves, all three waves, it is more than wave 1, so it cannot be the shortest. So that is the reason the rule number 2 is very important, that is it cannot be the shortest wave. Got it? And what is the third rule? They are saying that wave fourth, that is this is the 4, it can just in cases it can just touch it sometimes I'm telling, it can go up to 99% and go higher. If it is, let's say if it is retracing, it means it is coming in the area of wave 1, that is 0, this is 1, and this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4, it cannot be the impulse wave. If it is touching it, it cannot be the impulse wave. Can't be the impulse wave. So rule is here. See, one more time we will go. Wave 2 never exceeds the start of wave 1. Wave 3 can never be the shortest impulse wave. Wave 4 can never overlap wave 1 except within a diagonal triangle. So this is the one condition. What is the condition? Here is a condition. Wave 4 can never overlap wave 1 except within a diagonal triangle. So what is this within a diagonal triangle? Yesterday we learned about the diagonals, right? Let me tell you. So let's say this is our one diagonal. This is our second diagonal. Okay. Let's say here it is. Okay. Let's say this is an expanding type of diagonal and it's a contracting type of a diagonal. They're telling that in wave 4, it cannot come the area of wave 1, but except in a except in a diagonal of a triangle. So what is the rule here? We'll go through once again. In diagonal, it can be okay if it overlaps. Getting my point? The wave 4 can overlap on wave 1 if it is in diagonal. If it is a diagonal, then it can overlap on wave 1. Means wave 4 can overlap on the wave 1 only in diagonal condition. Okay, so I'll go through. So what is that? Let's say yesterday we learned about a ending diagonal. There is also called a one more diagonal, that is leading diagonal. Leading diagonal and a ending diagonal. So leading diagonal is nothing, simply it is a like a diagonal structure. Okay, like a diagonal structure means the same how the diagonals look, it is also looking the same thing, like 3 waves, 2 wave, 1 3 wave, 1 2 wave. Okay, but what is the leading diagonal? And the main difference between the leading diagonal and ending diagonal I will tell you, but as of now you just understand in diagonal the rule can be okay. Means what is the rule? That in fourth wave can overlap on the wave 1, sorry wave 1, right? Let's say just I'm taking this example of impulse only. Let's take this is 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, now after the impulse there is a smaller correction. Let's say this is A and B and C. The corrective waves are named as ABC and impulse wave named as 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, now the second is, let's say this is the third wave. Let's say 1 2 3 4 and 5. and this is a correction. See, what is the rule for the impulse wave? That this is the wave 1 now, a bigger circle, like it is a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4 and wave 5. Just I'll write that too. So it, let's say this is the diagonal. Yes. It's visible to everyone, right? See, what is the rule? They're telling that in impulse, it should not be like wave 1, let's say 2, 3, 4 and 5. In impulse wave, the wave 4 cannot overlap on wave 1. But if it is okay, if it is in a diagonal, means in diagonal, it can overlap. Okay. Here it can overlap on wave 1. That is here 1, it's a 2, it's a 3, it's a 4 and it's a 5. Here it is overlapping on the wave 1. So it is okay in the diagonal. Getting my point? In diagonal, if it's overlaps, then it's fine. But not if it is in not diagonal, then it should not overlap on the wave 1. Got my point? So I'll go through rules once again. That is wave 2 cannot retrace more than 100% of wave 1. This is a rule 1. And rule 2 is wave 3 cannot be the shortest wave. And wave 4 can not overlap on the wave 1. So this is the third condition, except in the diagonal. So in the diagonal, it can be okay to overlap on the wave 1. Got my point? Okay. Up to now clear to everyone? Like what is the rule for impulse wave? There is a 3 rules. That is rule number 1. Wave cannot retrace more than 100% wave 2. Then it is a fine. And the second rule is wave 3 cannot be the shortest. Can't be the shortest. And third rule is wave 4 can't overlap on wave 1 except in a diagonal. Except in diagonal. Means in diagonal it's okay to overlap, not in other cases. Got it? So what is the main difference between the leading diagonal and the ending diagonal? Leading diagonal will come in wave 1 actually, and in wave A, it means in the beginning it will come as a leading diagonal. The diagonal which is coming in the beginning of the wave, which we called as a leading diagonal, and ending diagonal will come in wave 5 or else in wave C. And internally there is a structure difference. In leading diagonal, the structure should be 5 3 5 3 5, 5 3 5 3 5. Okay, what is the 5 3 5? Means internally it is a one impulse, correction, impulse, correction and impulse. This is a 5 3 5 3 5 structure. Ending diagonal, it can be 5 3 5 3 5, 5 3 5 3 5, or all three. That is 3 3, 3, 3, and 3. The major difference is most of the time the leading diagonal will be 5 3 5 3 5 structure, and ending diagonal will be 3 3 3 3 3 3 structure. It can be okay if it is 5 3 5 3 5 also. It is okay if it is 3 3 3 structure also. But leading diagonal should be 5 3 5 3 5 structure. What is the 5 3 5 3 5 structure and what is the 3 3 3 structure? We will come to know. Let's say again it's a leading diagonal. Let's say here internal waves are 5 waves: 1 2 3 4 and 5. 2 1 2 3 4 and 5. Correction 1 2 3 4 and 5. After that a correction. Okay, here the structure is 5 waves here, 3 waves here, 5 waves here, 3 waves here, 5 waves here, and 3 waves here, right? It can be a leading diagonal or an ending diagonal. If it is coming in wave 1 or wave 5, sorry, wave 1 or wave A, it can be leading diagonal. Let's say one more diagonal. It is like 3 3 3 structure. What is that 3 3 3? It's looking like ABC and ABC, ABC and ABC, ABC and ABC. It is also a leading diagonal, but the structure here is 3 3 3 3 and 3. Ending diagonal, it will come in wave 5 or in wave C. It will come in the end, it will come in the beginning. So only difference is that the leading diagonal will come in the beginning and ending diagonal will come in the end. Okay, internally they can be 5 3 5 3 5 structure, but ending diagonal can be 5 3 5 3 5 or 3 3 3 3 3. I hope up to now clear to everyone. Okay, now we will look. Let's say the wave 1, that is like internally 1 2 3 4 and 5. After that a small correction. This can be okay because it's a leading diagonal internally. Let's say this is 0, this is 1, and this is 2 wave. After that it moved for third wave. After that there is a correction. Let's say after that it moved like 1 2 3 4 and 5. This is your leading diagonal. Because it come in the fifth wave. Sorry, come in a first wave. This is your third wave, it is your fourth wave, and it is your fifth wave. Okay, 1 2, this is a third wave, this is a fourth wave after the third wave, and this is fifth wave. This is the ending diagonal, so I'll call it as ED, and leading diagonal it is LD. Okay, leading diagonal and ending diagonal. Internally here it should be 1 2 3 4 5 and 3-way structure, that is 5 3 5 3 5 structure. 5 3 5 3 5 structure here. It can be 5 3 5 3 5 here, or else it can be okay if it is 3 3 3 also. It can be okay if it is 3 3 3, or else it is 5 3 5 3 5. So this one structure, this is a leading diagonal, it's an impulse, it is called a wave 1. Let's say if it is bigger, then it is a one cycle of Elliott wave. Got it? I hope clear to everyone up to now. If is if you have any doubts, you can ask me, like in the rules of impulse wave, or else in the diagonals. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. I just pause the recording, and now these are the rules it has to follow. The impulse wave has to follow these all rules. Someone is left. Okay, one sec, guys. So this is a 5 3 5 3 5 structure. So what is the 5 3 5 3 5 structure? 5 waves means internally it should have an impulse, right? For example, let's say this is a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4 and wave 5. What they told, it should be a 53535 structure. 53535 structure means internally it should have 5 waves, that is 1 wave, 2 wave, 3 wave, 4 wave and 5 wave. It is a 5 wave structure followed by 3 wave correction, right? This is a 5 3. Here it internally it got 5 and 3. This is a 5 internal waves and this is a 3 wave. That is a 5 3 5 1 5, right? After in third wave it is again 1 wave, 2 wave, 3 wave, 4 wave and 5 wave followed by correction. So it is again 5 3 structure. If you go for 5 wave, that is 1 2 3 4 and 5 and this 3. This totally considered as impulse wave. So it is a 5 3 5 3 5 structure. The impulse waves are in 5 3 5 structure and corrective waves are, corrective wave I will tell you, corrective wave internally how they are, but impulse wave it should be 5 3 5 3 5 structure. 5 3 5 3 structure means internally they should have 5 waves, sorry 5 waves and a correction. It total called as 5, it's a 5 wave, 3 wave, 5 wave, 3 wave, 5 wave. So this one impulse is called 5 3 5 structure. 5 3 5 3 5 structure. Got it? So correction we will come to know how they internally they should be. But one impulse should contains, let's say this is a one impulse, this is a second wave, 0, 1 and 2. It should be 5 3 5 structure means internally it has 1 2 3 4 5. It means wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4 and wave 5. It contains 5 wave, 3 wave, 5 wave, 3 wave and 5 wave. Got it? So internally it means, let's say the structure is looking like this. Internally the smaller proportion it is looking like this. So this is your 0, this is 1 and this is 2. It is an impulse wave as of now. The impulse wave should contain 5 3 5 3 5 structure means internally it has a 5 waves, it has a 3 waves, it has a 5, it has a 3 and it has a 5 wave. Got it? It is 5 3 5 3 5 structure. Here you are getting 1 2 3 4 5 again. It's a 1 2, that's a 3 wave. Here you are getting 5 waves, that is 1 wave, 2 wave, 3 wave, 4 wave and 5 wave. Here you are getting 2 waves and here you are getting again 5 waves. So this one 5 3 5 structure is called an impulse wave. Got it? Voice is not audible. Parag? Audio is audible to everyone, guys? He's telling that not audible. Parag, how about now? You can check once and message me. Yeah, it's clear. Okay, fine. So up to now, that is you you came to know what is the essential rules for the impulse wave. That is rule number 1. It cannot retrace more than wave 1. Rule number 2, third cannot be the shortest. Okay. And third rule, the fourth can't overlap on area 1 except in a diagonal. Okay. Now we came to know about the rules. The rule should be 100%, means rule should match 100%. Rule should match 100% to say it as an impulse, and there are guidelines. What is the guidelines? So guidelines are nothing but a secondary to the rules. It can be okay if they are applicable or else also applicable. Okay, if it is not applicable, means guidelines are nothing but they are guiding you, like these are the patterns, these are the rules, but next they guided you like these might be the guidelines it should follow. Means wave or impulse wave should follow these guidelines. That may not be 100%, but it can okay if they are following one or two rules. If it is not following, then also it is okay, but the rule should follow. The impulse wave should follow the rule, not all the guidelines, but it should follow at least one or two guidelines. We will see what are those guidelines. Okay. So who draw this red line? Someone has drawn the red line. If you can remove, you can, boss. I can't remove this line. So whoever like you have drawn, yes, that's good. Fine. So I will share this book. You need to go through the rules. You can directly go to the page number 86. Okay, 86. In that you will get a rules for saying that, let's say this is a motive wave. Okay, if I can get a pencil, it would be good. So I'll try to open in. So wait for a second, guys. So I have a books and I will share with you after this. After this session, I will share the books too. But just is visible to everyone. Let's take, this is the impulse wave. Rules are same. An impulse wave always subdivided into 5 waves. Okay. Wave 1 always subdivided into an impulse or rarely a diagonal. You're getting my point? They are telling that wave 1 is always subdivided into an impulse, that is a 5-wave structure, and rarely a diagonal. But they written here is the rarely a diagonal, but now I have seen so many charts, they are making a wave 1 as a diagonal. Okay. Wave 3 always subdivided into an impulse. Here there is no substitution. Wave 3 should be an impulse. Okay. And wave 5 is always subdivided into impulse or a diagonal again. So I told you in wave 1 it can be a diagonal, in wave 5 it can be a diagonal, but not in case of wave 3. The wave 3 should be a clear impulse wave. Okay, no compromise in wave 3rd. See, there is also rule. Wave 2 always subdivided into a zigzag, flat or combination. We will go through that. And wave 4 always subdivided into zigzag, flat or a combination. So you can jump to, so here is the rule again. Wave 2 never moves beyond the start of wave 1. This is the rule number 1. And wave 3 always moves beyond the end of wave 1. This is indicated, right? and wave 3 is never be the shortest wave. This is a rule number 2. This is R1, this is R2, and wave 4 never moves beyond the end of wave 1. So this is rule number 3. Never are all the waves, that is 1, 3 and 5 are extended. We will come to know what is the truncation and extension. So as of now, you just understand rule 1 is wave 2 cannot go beyond wave 1, wave 3 cannot be the shortest, and wave 4 never overlap on the end of wave 1 except in the diagonal. Okay. Now, so what is the guidelines they have given? So the guidelines, wave 4 is almost and always be different corrective pattern than wave 2. In comparison, I will tell you, just know what all the guidelines they have tried to show you. Wave 2 is always a zigzag or a zigzag combination. Wave 4 is always a flat triangle or flat combination. Okay. Let's see. This is the rule for a diagonal. This is again a guidelines. Okay. Let's find. So what is the motive wave? Rules are only 3. And now they are telling you something like, in rules, they are telling wave 1 always subdivided into an impulse or rarely a diagonal. I explained you once again. I explained, but I'll explain you once again. And wave 5 always is subdivided into an impulse or a diagonal. But wave 3, it should be always an impulse. So got it? So now I'll explain you once again. Let's say they are telling that wave 1, it's an impulse. So what is the rule for impulse? Wave 2 is not coming beyond the A. So beyond the end of wave 1. So wave 3 is bigger here. Wave 5 is okay. Then this is an impulse wave. Let's say if it is in wave 1, after that it's wave 3rd, and after that wave 5. Means this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. It is okay. It's a small simple structure. If it is also okay when there is a leading diagonal or a diagonal in wave 1. Let's say it is here is overlapping, but if it is in a third wave, it's okay. It is a leading diagonal, it is okay. So if it is a leading diagonal, it's okay to overlap on wave 1, means wave 4 can overlap on the wave 1. So let's say this is, after this completion, it moved like this. So this is wave 3rd. Wave 3rd be only impulse. It cannot be a diagonal or nothing else. Wave 3 should be an impulse always. Okay. And after the 3rd wave, the 5th can be again a diagonal. That is ending diagonal. Okay. Means wave 1 can be a diagonal, wave 5 can be diagonal or an impulse. So I'll write it as a diagonal or an impulse. Here it's diagonal or impulse. Wave 3 always be impulse. It's not any other than impulse. So it should be an impulse. Got it? So wave 3rd should be an impulse wave. Wave 1 can be a diagonal or an impulse. Wave 5 can be a diagonal or an impulse. Got my point? Right? Now, we will go this ABC part. Now you have learned this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, followed by this A, B, and C. Let's say A, B, and C. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we finished with this, that is impulse wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will see the part of correction, that is ABC, how they look like. Okay, this is for a corrective waves. So in correction wave or a corrective wave, there are three main three patterns or three types of zigzag waves. Sorry, three types of corrective waves. 1 second, there is a message. Yes, I will show. In downtrend also is nothing. It's the same. Let's say it is a downtrend. Let's say it is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's an impulse followed by a correction, that is A, B, and C. It is one downside. Let's say if one wave, it is making a diagonal. So here it is 0, 1, 2, 3rd, and 4th. This is a 5th. Okay. Followed by ABC. This is A, this is B, this is C. Same here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, followed by A and B, and this is C. Got it? This is for downside. How the impulse will look like. Before going to the corrective part, let me explain you a truncation and extensions. What is the truncation? Truncation means, let me explain you once again with the wave itself. Let's say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There is a rule for a third wave that it should end beyond the wave 1. This is a rule, means the third wave should end, or third wave should go beyond the wave 1. Means third wave cannot be like this. This is not the third wave. Okay, it should go end of wave 1. Okay, but there is a fifth wave. For a fifth wave, they didn't say that, okay, it cannot go, or it should go more than third. They haven't said anything, right? So here it can go more than third wave, or it may retrace, or it may come down before reaching the high of third. Getting my point? Once again, let's say this is a 0, 1, 2. This is a third wave. Third wave should always end beyond the wave 1. Okay. And after third, there is a correction, fourth wave. And for a fifth wave, it may go above the third wave, or it can come down before or not entering to the high of the third wave. So this, when it is not crossing the third wave, it is called a truncation. Truncation means fail to go beyond the third wave. It is called fifth wave truncation. Truncation means it cannot be able to, or it couldn't be able to pass or go beyond the wave third. Got it? So whenever there is a, like, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, and after that it came down. So this fifth wave, will be called as truncation. Whenever it crosses the third wave, at least if it touches and just go beyond the third and come back, then it cannot be called as a truncation. It is an impulse. But whenever there is the fifth wave failed to cross the third wave, then it will be called as a truncation. Okay. But what is the rule internally? Internally, the fifth wave should contain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let me explain you that. Let's say this is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. Let's say wave 3 is very bigger. Wave 4 and wave 5. Let's say it is making 1 internally, second wave internally, third wave internally, fourth wave internally, and fifth wave internally. Then it can come down. So internally means, let's say this is the 1, this is a 2, this is a 3, this is a fourth, and this is a fifth wave. You will come to know that it is making internally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not going beyond the third wave, and it come down and crosses the fourth wave. Then it will confirm you that the fifth wave is a truncation here. Truncation means it cannot touch the high of third, or at least not went on the above the third wave. Okay, but internally it will cover the 5 waves. So internally the structure looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or else at least a ending diagonal structure. Then it falls. So whenever there is a 5 wave fail to cross the third wave, it will be called as fifth wave truncation. And there is a one more possibility, that is whenever the C wave fails. So let's say this is A, B, and C. It's normal ABC structure. Okay. Whenever, let's say, there is A, B, and C, like internally there are 5 waves, but it moves like above. So what is this? Is A, this is B, and this is C. Whenever the C fails, let's say this C fails to touch the A, then it is called C wave truncation. C wave truncation. Truncation means fail. That is simple. Got it? And that there is only 2 truncations, that is wave C truncation and wave 5 truncation. Got it? So this is a truncation whenever there is a fifth wave fail to cross the third wave, or else whenever there is a C wave fail to cross A, then it is called a truncation. But internally they will satisfy all the rules for impulse wave. Got it? So this is your truncation. And now extension. What is the extension? Extension means, for example, let's say this is wave 1, wave 2, 0, 1, 2. After that, it may come like this and touch the 1. What it means? It is not a third wave. Why? Because it is overlapping on the 4. But there is a possibility that it can be the internal wave 1 of third, internal wave of third. Internally, it's a wave 1 of third. What I mean, let's say here 1, this is 2, this is third wave. Sorry, this is 2, third, fourth, and fifth. Then after this, let's say fifth is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's a smaller 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So this is 1, 2, This is 3, 4. So here it's after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is a third wave. It's a fourth wave, and it's a. So here it's a one wave is clearly visible, 1, 2. After that, this is 3, 4, and 5. What happens? Sometimes it may overlap and then it can go. So internally they are wave. You just count it totally. So you are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 waves. That is a extension. What I mean, let's say one is extended wave here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is one complete wave. After that, a correction. Okay, let's say third wave moved like this, a straight line. So I'll take 1 second. Let's say third wave moved like this. After a correction, the fifth wave, it moved like this and finished here. It is a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5. Right? So here you are getting an extension, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 waves. If you count totally 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 totally. But what is the extension? In the internal waves, there might be a chances of extension. What it means, let me explain. Let's say internally it is 1 wave, 2 wave, 3 wave, 4 wave, and 5 wave. Let's say after the correction, it is a third wave. In third, that's first wave. And after that, a second wave. After that, the third wave. The fifth wave may like 1, 2, and in fifth wave, you may get one more extension. So this is what we call it extension. Means in 1, this is a 2, and this is a 3. Let's say after the correction, 4 and 5. Internally, whenever there is an extension, that is called extended wave. Normally, extended wave, according to the Fibonacci, whenever it should crosses the 1.618%, it can call. I will tell you that later, like what is the Fibonacci ratios to say extension. But extension, remember that internally they can extend 1 or 2 waves. Okay. So any specific rule to identify the wave 5 and wave C will truncate? Yeah, specific wave is to like for the truncation is similar. What is the rules? Internally they'll satisfy the impulse pattern. After that, the total impulse wave will fails. So I will tell you how it fails and how we need to confirm whether it's failed or it is making a different structure. I will tell you. The thing is that firstly you need to understand that what is the truncation and what is the extension. So later we will come to know how the patterns fails and where we need to name it. Okay. So firstly, truncation means whenever there is a fifth wave or a C wave fails, that is called a truncation. Okay. And after that, the extension means internally they can extend. So in extended wave, how it look like. So I will tell you internally, let's say this is how it looks like a one impulse. That is one wave, two wave, three wave, fourth wave, and fifth wave. If the wave is extended, how would it look like? Structure is looking like this one. It will look like this. So how you need to differentiate? You count the total waves. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Whenever you are able to count the 9, then it indicates that it is a extension or extended wave. Extended wave it cannot, it may be a wave 1 extended or wave 3 extended or wave 5 extended. There is a 3 possibility. Let's say here wave 1 is extended. Let's say wave 1 is like this. After that correction, wave 3rd is like this, simple. After the correction, wave 5 is, let's say, one more extension. It cannot be possible. Why? Because 3rd cannot be the shortest, right? So here wave 1 can extend it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say it's a 3rd wave, and after that it's a 5 waves. Here this is a 1, this is a 2, this is a 3, this is a 4, and this is a 5. Here wave 1 is extended because it's very big, right? Compared to this side. So sometimes, let's say if it is one wave, the 3rd wave is extended here. After that it's a 5th wave. Let's say it is 1, 2, its total is 3, 4, and 5. Internally that is, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. It can be, here it is a 3rd wave extended. Let's say here it's 1, it's a 5th, and 5th wave is extended here. Let's say this is a 1, this is a 2, this is a 3, this is a 4, and internally that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Means it 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here the 5th wave is extended. So here wave 1 is extended. Here wave 3rd is extended 1. Here wave 5 is extended 1. But if you count total waves, it will come to 9 waves. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. The structure will look like similar to 9 waves. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got it? So I will try to show you one example, or at least a structure in the book actually has mentioned. See here the extension, the 3rd wave extension and third wave extension of a 3rd wave. What it means, let's see. Here there is a 1 wave, 2 wave. Okay. This is a 3rd, and this is a 4th, and this is a 5 here. See here this is a wave 1, wave 2, and it's a 3rd of wave 1, 2. After that there is an extension in the 3rd wave internally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a wave 1, and this is a wave 3rd, and this is a wave 5. After that this is a 3rd and 4, and this is a 5th. Means internally if you count the waves of 3rd, let's say it is extended 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 waves. The 9 waves show you that is extension. See here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Internally there is 1, 1, 2, and 3rd wave. Internally the 3rd wave extended. In 3rd of 3rd it is extended 1. Let's say this one, the second example. It is a wave 1 here, wave 2, 3rd and 4. In 5, let's say this is 1, this is 3rd, and fifth of fifth is extended here. Fifth of 5. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If you count internally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Whenever there is a 9 waves, think that that is an extension. Okay. This is the extension, how it looks like. Third of third is extended here. Fifth of 5 is extended there. This is the, in bull market truncation, they mentioned it. See, internally there is 1 wave, 2 wave, 3 wave, 4 wave, and 5 wave. It's ABC. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. ABC. After that, this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Internally, it completed 5 waves. It may fail to go beyond the third wave. It suddenly came whenever it crosses the fourth wave. Let's say this is the fourth end. Whenever it crosses this wave, then indicates that it is a 5 wave and it is a truncation. Before that, you cannot say that it is a truncation. Or at least it should break. Let's say this is a 5 wave. Okay, after that, at least it should retrace fourth of the wave. Like let's say this wave. And thirdly, whenever it crosses this level, you can say that, okay, this fifth wave has failed. Why? Because it moved beyond the beginning of 1. So then we can say that, okay, it's a truncation. In a bull market truncation, this is a bear market truncation. They explain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then it moved up. Here it's a bear market truncation. Okay. So this is the diagonal again, as we discussed in the morning. Like this is a 1, 2, third, fourth, and fifth wave is like internally. See, internally it's a 3-way structure, right? 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. After that, it fell. Here in ending diagonal also there is a 3, 3, 3 structure. That is 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. Right? So here it's an expanded type of diagonal, a possible expanded diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See the leading diagonal. If you see the internally, there are 3 waves here, not 2 waves. Means it's a 5 structure, 2 structure. After that, internally see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 waves followed by 3 waves, and internally 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Means leading diagonal is always a 5, 3, 5, 3 structure. Ending diagonal is, it might be 3, 3, 3 structure or a 5, 3, 5, 3, 5 structure. Okay. So now, at least to clear everyone up to now, what is the truncation and what is the ending diagonal and what is the leading diagonal and rules for the impulse waves. You got it? So what is the rule for impulse waves? Okay. We will go for it. Up to now, like from morning, we know about the 3 rules to say it as an impulse. Once again, I'll repeat. That is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5. What is the rule? Wave 2 cannot retrace more than 100% of wave 1. Wave 3 cannot be the shortest, and wave 4 cannot overlap on the wave 1. This is the 3 rules. And in that also, wave 1, let's say wave 1, it can be a diagonal or impulse. And what about wave 3? That is third wave. It should be impulse only. There is no diagonals. And what about wave 5? Wave 5, it may be a diagonal or else a impulse. Got it? So this is wave 1. It may be an impulse or a diagonal. Wave 3, it should be an impulse. Wave 5, it is a diagonal or else impulse. Got it for rules? Like how the structure wave 1 and wave 3 and wave 4 or wave 4, wave 5 will look like. After that, you came to know about extension. Internally, there is an extension. You need to count as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whenever you are able to see 9 waves, that is an extension. Okay. And leading diagonal and ending diagonal, you know. And after that, you came to know about a truncation. Truncation means whenever there is a fail, a fifth wave is failed to cross the third wave. Fifth wave failed to cross the third wave. It is called a fifth wave truncation. And whenever, let's say whenever there is a C wave failed to cross the A, then it is called a C wave truncation. Clear to everyone? Up to now? It's fine to everyone? Recording. Okay, let's see. We'll see now. So how our, like how we need to compare this with Fibonacci. Or else we'll finish with the corrective part and then we will go for Fibonacci and extension also. Okay, up to now if it is clear, then I'll go further. Okay, this is a rule for motive waves. Now we can move to the, now see from morning we covered total means wave theory. Yesterday we finished Elliott wave and Elliott wave patterns we finished, extension and truncation. Okay, now we can learn about these patterns. So that is a corrective waves. If it is clear to everyone till now, we can move further. It's okay.
Sir, give some break 10 minutes.
Yeah, we will give. Yeah, you will take a break of 10 minutes. Come back on. Come back at 12:15, so that we will start with corrective patterns.
Right, sir.
Okay. I'll just pause the recording.